Hey folks, Nas here. I appreciate everybody joining me today for another No Man's Sky video. In today's video, as you may have guessed from the thumbnail and title, I'm actually starting a brand new Abandoned Mode series. Now, I had already started one series after Abandoned Mode had dropped during the Worlds 2 update. There has been some updates to the Abandoned Mode features and everything. So I figured, why not kind of start over? We're going to give ourselves some rules and objectives for this series based around playing in Abandoned Mode. So let's get into the settings that we're going to be using. We're going to go to custom. Now, for me personally, and this is the only really optional setting that I've placed in the rules and everything. Now, you can follow along, you can play along, you can actually do this yourself. I'll put the rules and the objectives and everything in the description below, but I'm going to go over them here as well. Now, I personally am going to be doing this in a permadeath setting. So I'm going to go ahead and go all the way to permadeath, and it's going to place a lot of the settings in a restricted form. Now, for me personally, I'm going to be doing a lot of these on the more challenging side, because I do like to play the permadeath, and I do like to create challenges for myself in No Man's Sky. But using the permadeath setting, I understand that there are people out there that either absolutely do not like permadeath. That's fine. I'm not requiring you, if you wanted to play along, to do this in permadeath yourself. Matter of fact, you can do this however you'd like, but I'll put the rules and stuff in the description of the video. But I am going to be changing all of my settings to the more challenging. So in other words, I'm going to be taking everything as far right as I can. We obviously are going to be choosing Abandoned Mode. Purchases will be expensive. Now, these are my settings. Again, you're going to refer to the rules and settings below. Inventory stack limits are going to be harsh, so that way we can make this as challenging as possible. Enemy strength challenging. Hostile for everything. Predators on. Let's see. The tutorial missions will be disabled. And I believe that's the whole, when you come in, some of your stuff is damaged and taking you through acquiring your terrain manipulator and stuff like that. We're going to disable that. The fishing timing, going to take that to challenging. The reputation and standing, we'll take it to challenging. Even though we're in Abandoned Mode, there's not a whole lot of reputations that we can acquire because there's nobody else there. However, we definitely want to make sure that you are locking your settings. So whatever settings that you do choose, you want to lock them. That way you're not allowed to come back in and change the settings later to make it easier or whatever. So we're going to lock that. Then, because I have chosen permadeath, my death consequences are save deleted. So if I die, it deletes my save. I got to start all over again. So this is why I've made this optional, is because I know that this can be very intimidating for people, or very even frustrating for people to lose a save. You got several hours in a save, and then all of a sudden, bloop, it's gone. Just because you made, a simple mistake. So I'm allowing on the rules for you to change the permadeath style setting. That way you're not having to use permadeath. You don't have to delete the save. You can choose one of the other options. You just won't be in permadeath. So, alrighty, so from the top, you can see here, we've got the survival settings. You can see all of my settings right now. I've got the deleted save. I've got the Abandoned Mode turned on. Don't forget to do this. This is the whole thing that we're doing, is Abandoned Mode. I've got all of my settings as far right as they will go. Again, you do not have to turn all of these. Just the, what was that? The deleted save. You don't have to do the deleted save. You can choose a different setting other than permadeath. But I recommend using all of the other settings if you can. But again, you play this the way that it makes you feel comfortable playing. Don't play it because I said play it this way. This is how I'm doing it. I'm putting the rules and stuff for the series in the description. So go ahead and follow those to the best that you can. I do have a No Man's Sky section in my Discord. I would love for people to join the Discord and share your adventures in the All Alone Abandoned Mode series that we're doing here with other players and myself. Alrighty, we've got our settings locked and everything, and we are ready to confirm and start game. Now, for the objectives, while this is loading up, I did set like 7 objectives. Now, because this is the first series that I'm doing like this, we can obviously make adjustments as we go, or even make adjustments for when we do maybe a season 2 or something. But first off, we want to make sure one of the first objectives is we have to acquire 1 billion units. That's a billion with a B, but you have to be able to show the billion units at the end of your series. Okay, so you have to have 1 billion units in your pocket, not just you've acquired and spent 1 billion units. I know it sounds like a lot, but I don't think that's going to be too hard for people to hit. Your exosuit storage, we need to max that out. So you have to have all of these boxes on the cargo maxed out. You do not have to have the technology maxed out. We have to build a minimum of 5 useful bases. Of course, I'm standing out in the open and there's a cave. Let's go to that cave. You have to build 5 useful bases. So that means like extraction bases. You've got storage bases, farms, whatever, a minimum of 5 different bases. And this is not, does that get me out? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. It's refilling my hazard. Okay. That way I'm protected a little bit. That way I can kind of go over these things. My head's just touching the ceiling, that's all. Let's see, the exosuit storage maxed out, build a minimum of 5 useful bases, so extraction, storage, farms, etc. We have to acquire and build all the Exocraft units. So we have to acquire those through the, the construction base terminal in the anomaly. We also have to acquire an S-class Starship and an S-class Multitool. Doesn't matter where you acquire it or whether you level it up or whatever. But we cannot, part of the rules, we cannot use expedition rewards for the Starship or the Multitool unless we have already acquired an S-class Multitool or an S-class Starship during your play. Let's see. And then the last objective is to reach the new galaxy. Now, I am allowing glyph jumps. So, yes, you can acquire the first glyph and utilize it to jump as close as you can to the center of the star system and then make your jump into the next galaxy. I am allowing that. However, you do have to have all 16 of your glyphs before doing so. So, just little catch-22 right there. Now, as far as the rules, we're not going to be doing any glitching or duping in the game. We don't want to duplicate or anything. You have to acquire everything legitimately in the game. No expeditions. We're not joining any expeditions that come up or are going on during this series. That's again, part of the whole no expedition rewards. Now, you can use any of the decoration and building rewards that you get from the expeditions at any time. So that way you can make your bases look nice and pretty and all of that good stuff. But every base, that you have to have a minimum of 5 bases that are actually useful. They have a function for you acquiring money or whatever. Like I said, extraction, farming, etc. Bases like that. Alrighty, now I've got to collect stuff and start getting my thing going here. So let me go through and start collecting a few things, and let's get this series underway. Go through and scan all our plant life that we come across. We obviously want to collect carbon as a lot because we're going to be using a lot of carbon. Let's see. Am I protected under here? Oh, I am protected under here. Even though this technically isn't a cave. This is like a floating island. Oh, and there's uranium. Oh, I can use that for Starship. Okay, so alone amidst the stars. Let's see. Explore the universe, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Let's try our scanner, which is C. Oh, it's damaged. We got to repair it. We need 75 ferrite dust. Obviously, anytime you see something that is unidentified, scan it. That's going to get you a few units. It's very small at the very beginning, but that's what the beginning is like. Unidentified plant. We'll get that. How much carbon do I have yet? I got a little bit of carbon, but not much. Oh, that's uranium there and uranium there. Oh, that's too funny. Okay. Let's go ahead and collect some of this, because this can be used for launch fuel. Now you can see that my stack size is reduced to 300. I think that's as small as the stack sizes go. That's the harsh inventory sizes. All right, I'm only going to collect the 300 because I don't want to fill up my inventory with uranium. Come on, pick it up. Did not want to target those others. Here we go. Oh, there's some there. Let's get that. Let's get that. Okay. While that's popping, we can get these little guys. And then get him. Boom. Now, how much ferrite dust do we have? I don't think we still have enough. Is it not telling me? At 64, I need 75. Do I not have that pinned? No, it's not pinned. Okay. Whatever. Not sure why it's not pinned. Here. Repair instructions. There we go. Now it's going to be pinned. That way I can see how much ferrite dust I have. I've already used up all of my mining beam. Okay, let's we're gonna do condensed carbon. There we go. We got 75. We can repair the scanner now. 75 ferrite dust. Boom. There we go. And then we can scan now. We can see where the sodium and the oxygen, all of that good stuff is. Alrighty, so this is technically not a cave, but we are protected. So it's not allowing my hazard protection to recharge, but it doesn't go down any farther as long as I stay deep underneath this island. But once I get around the edges, then it starts dropping again. We'll try and collect quite a bit of ferrite dust because we're going to need some when we get to our ship. And then I may go back to that cave or find a different cave, get some cobalt so I can make some batteries. All right, we got pure ferrite dust. We got a little bit of ferrite dust. I might collect a little bit more. I do not need salt. I definitely need some more carbon. I would like to at least have 2 stacks of carbon. Here's a knowledge stone. Of course, we're going to need to learn words for some of the base computer quests. I think we got to learn a total of 30 for the base computer quests. So, might as well get that going. Okay, now let's see if I can figure out where a cave is, because I've kind of got turned around under here. I might have to use sodium. Holy cow. Okay, yeah, we're going to use sodium. Let's see what we get in here. Don't need that, so I'm going to delete it. What do we get? Nanites? Great.
Radiation protection falling.
Plant. I'm looking for anything that would indicate the cave nearby. Oh, maybe right over here. Okay, this is going to be good.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
There we go. Now it's going to stabilize on its own because we're inside a cave. Oh, we got Gamaroo down there, but I can't collect it. Cobalt, Moral Bulb. There's nothing. Get some of the hazard guys there. Looks like I might be able to shoot some ferrite dust from outside or from inside the cave there. Okay, I'm going to spend a little bit of time in this cave gathering some cobalt, making some batteries and stuff like that, and I'll be back in just a little bit. Alrighty, so I've got a little bit of cobalt here left over. I've got like 37 ion batteries now. We got the uranium we got picked up just a little bit ago. I picked up a few Moro bulbs, although I didn't want to spend too much time on those. I don't necessarily need them as long as I can get the ion batteries. But it's good to have a little bit so we can get sodium on us if we have to have it. Obviously, I've got a stack of ferrite dust. We got some pure ferrite, which we are going to need to repair our ship anyway. So let's go ahead and start heading towards our ship, which is about 600 units away. Let's do this. Well, I was hoping to mark that, but that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to unmark that. That's what I let's actually grab this sodium here. Hit our scanner mark. Why is that doing that? I want... Okay, whatever. Well, let's mark something else. Buried cache. Something useful. Let's see. Let's see if we can go grab this condensed carbon. And carbon, apparently. Because condensed carbon would definitely be better to have to charge our multi-tool with. Because it takes a lot less. What we get in the buried cache? Anything good? Looks like units, maybe? Nanites? Nanites. Okay. What else? Another buried cache. There's an electric storm or some crap there. Oh, radioactive anomaly.
Radiation protection.
Yeah, radiation protection falling. I need to kind of go around that without it getting me. Those things are a pain in the butt.
Life support power.
Oh, life support. That's going to be the oxygen because I don't have... Let's see, I can make a jelly. I can make a life support. I can do that. There we go. Let's see, what does the Gra berry give us? Life support power. There we go. So we can use Gra berries to refill our life support too. I should be scanning these these animals, the fauna. We got 1 of 6, so there's 6 here. There's some in the sky. Good. There's one over there. If we can scan all 6, that's going to give us some nanites to start with. Oh. Shoot. Radiation damage. Ooh. Was that a storm or was I just not watching? I was probably just not watching. Seems about right. Let's go over here. Grab this buried cache that I was originally headed towards. What do we get? Something else. Ooh, a module, but not S-class. There's an animal. What's he going to give us? Milk? Wait, can I gather... Do I want to start gathering milk and stuff? Man, storage is crappy. No, I don't think I do. I think I want to acquire some buried technology. That way maybe I can get the Minotaur. And the Colossus for storage. Let's see, what do we got here? So we've reached our ship. I'm going to just check all these little things here for stuff. Rusted metal will give you ferrite dust. 1 rusted metal gives you 2 ferrite dust in the refiner. It might be worth holding on to that a little bit. Processor. A little more rusted metal. We'll hold on to that. Good. There is a cave right there. I might go through that cave and gather up oxygen from those little guys. Little hazard guys. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. We need a hermetic seal, 1 plate, and another jelly. Let's see. Can we get this? No, we don't have enough condensed carbon. I do have the plate. Which one needed the plate? There. Put the plate in. This one needs the ferrite dust. We'll do the ferrite dust. I have to get a jelly. A lot of times you get jellies from those things right there, but I didn't get it. Oh, I do want to get this though. Can I reach that? Do I have to dig to it? I had to dig to it. Now I can reach it. Perfect. Gather some of those. Make sure that I've got that. Let's see. Let's see if we can talk to this, see if it gives us anything. Broadcast, which we're not going to be broadcasting to anybody. No, it doesn't give you anything. Okay. This does give you more oxygen. You've always got 4 oxygen plants at your ship. So that's always good. There's dihydrogen up there. We got to get 40 dihydrogen to make a jelly. Sorry. If I shot you in the butt, I didn't mean to. Weapon depleted. Let's see. There's some more dihydrogen over there. Can't get that one yet because I don't have the... Do I need to scan you? No, I've already scanned you, but I have not scanned you. We got 1 more left. So I need to stay on this planet and at least get that last one so I can get some nanites from it. Okay. Ship is over there. There's an oxygen. We'll take that. Have I scanned you? Yes. I bet the last one we need is underground. What do you bet? Let me get back to my ship so I can look at that. Oh, that hurts. Remember, Nash, you're on permadeath. Okay, let's... do I have enough to get the jellies? I should, I think. Yep, I can get a jelly. And what was the other thing? Oh, hermetic seal. Oh, I used the condensed carbon to charge my multi-tool. I'm an idiot. Okay. That's okay. We can... Let's go ahead and repair that.
Component repaired.
Now, do I have enough? Let's see, what do I need? I need 1 plate to make a refiner. So let's go ahead and get that 1 plate. And let's go ahead and make a refiner. And let's go ahead and charge that refiner with some carbon. Always charge your refiner with carbon because you will get carbon back. Now, if you don't have carbon on you, but you do have condensed carbon on you, put the condensed carbon in the fuel inverter and then pick up your refiner, and it will convert that condensed carbon back to carbon. So that way, if you have to revert it back, that way you're not using carbon to convert the condensed carbon back. Just a little trick you can use. There is 0 condensed carbon near me. Great. Okay, I am going to head into this cave and see about getting oxygen from these guys.
Radiation protection falling.
Because I don't have any life support gels yet. So I'm going to have to recharge my life support with oxygen. There we go. We're inside the cave. We don't have to recharge our hazard protection. That's good. Let's see. How much sodium do I have? I got 131. I'm going to get rid of the marrow bulb because I'm not going to waste carbon to refine that. What did we get here? Launch thruster modules. Okay, well, I can put that in the ship. Let's see. Life support power. Grawberries are going to give us 5%. So if you watch the life support right here, we're at 53%. You can consume the grawberry. You can see it went up to 58%, 63, 68, 73, 78, 83, 88, 93, 98, and we'll hold on to 1 because it gives us 5% and we're already at 98. So we can try and pick up some more grawberries before we leave as well. You can hear it ticking off there that it's recharging. All right, so everything is recharged. I need to go and grab some more condensed carbon. Oh, I need to find, where is the other animal? Rare underground. Okay, so we got to be in a cave system, which could be okay. Sometimes they will be visible right outside a cave system or right on top of a cave system. Is this a cave system here? Okay, here's a cave system. Let me stroll through here and see if I can find anything that I can scan. That way I can get the last little guy. And then I've got to find some condensed carbon and get back to the ship and repair it so we can go to space. So let me go find some condensed carbon and maybe the last animal. Hey, I found an oxygen cluster. Holy cow. Well, let's pick all of that up. Because that is going to be good stuff. There we go. What do we get? 100 and 200 and something. That's good. All right. I got a few stacks of oxygen on me. That's good. Kind of low on carbon. I still haven't found any condensed carbon. I don't need the projectiles on me. I will keep the grawberry. I probably should have put that upgrade in the ship, but you know what? I didn't. And I still need to find the last animal. So I kind of need to venture towards caves. And give me condensed carbon? How much? It gave me 16 condensed carbon. Okay. There seems to be a cave below me. Yeah, I know, my radiation is falling. That looks like it could be a cave opening. Let's see if we can pick these little... Pick a couple of those, I guess. This is a cave opening.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Did we make a circle? This kind of looks like the first cave. It's possible, I guess I made a circle, but whatever. Let's see if we can maybe find that animal. It would be great if that little red dot would show up. Ancient data structures, those wouldn't be too terrible to have. There it is right there. Where did you go? Come on. There it is. Is that it? Yes. Unknown entity. We got all 6. Woohoo! Okay, how much did we get? Let's go into discoveries, click on the fauna. We're going to get 1,500 nanites for discovering all 6 of those. Good deal. It gives us a little bit to start with as far as nanites go. Now, I could really use some more salvage data, but I think we're going to need... How much is that? 140,000 units just for those 2. I don't really have anything to sell except for this guy right here. So I need to go and try and gather some more carbon, clearly, because we're going to be needing carbon for a lot of things. How much does that get me? I hear bad stuff behind me.
Radiation protection.
Yeah, I know. Radiation protection falling. Let's see. Let's grab these. I don't know how many we can carry. It's either going to be 3 or 9 or something. 3. 17,000 units. Ugh, that's horrible. I'd rather just get salvage data almost. Okay. Let's do a little scan and look for the crystals, the carbon crystals. Oh, life support is at 5%. That's not good. Come on, get up the hill.
Radiation protection falling.
Good, we got that. And there was some more over here. I would love to have a stack of this if I could get it. Much as I hate it, we're... No. We are going to make the hermetic seal before I use any more condensed carbon for anything. There we go. Now... Oh, the scanner is recharging. Can I reach that? Oh, I can. How many do we get? 1, 2. Oh, it's popping. Oh, my gosh. I heard it next to me, but I didn't realize it was that close. Okay, so we've got the hermetic seal. I think we've got everything now to...
Radiation protection falling.
to repair the ship. So let's start heading back to the ship without killing ourselves. I'm so used to having much more jetpack power. You definitely want to recharge your hazard protection at around 20%. Once it drops too low, it's going to require 2 batteries instead of 1 to charge. Alrighty, here we go. We're back in our ship. Now, we just need to finish repairing this. Good. We got a little bit of tritium on us. Is there anything in here that I can put? Let's put this in the ship. We're going to put the uranium in the ship. We'll put that in the ship. Let's open this. What does that get us? Not exactly sure what it got us other than dihydrogen. We can put the salvage data in the ship. We can put that in the ship. Let's actually install this in the ship. Put those together. Something like that. We don't have any supercharged slots in this ship, which is lovely. I'm going to put ionized cobalt on the cobalt. Yeah, I'm going to put both of those in the ship. Try and minimize how much I actually have on me. Let's get rid of that one oxygen. So I need that. I need that. I don't necessarily need... Yeah, I do need the oxygen because I don't have any of the life support gels yet. Okay. I think we're ready to leave the planet. Let's do this. We're going to control shift. We're going to put the Starship switch view on 1. That way I can switch just with the push of a button. And again, you do that, you go into X, go to utilities, go to the Starship view. On keyboard, you're going to hold down control and press whatever key you want. So mine, I press 1. That way, when I press 1, it switches my view just quickly. Alrighty, let's go to space. Hey, I'm in a system that was discovered by frickin' Chris. Frickin' Chris! Okay, now let's go to the space station. Righty. There we go. We're in the space station. We have officially saved our very first system. Yay. Perfect. Alright, let's go through here. I run out of juice here. But now we do have, the devs have added the Starship terminal here in the very back of the landing area. The Starship Outfitter, where we can go in and we can actually scrap ships. So you can find ships and scrap them for money or the parts out of them or whatever. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to build a ship. There is no build ship terminal yet, which is unfortunate. So, I mean, in my opinion, that's dark. In my opinion, anything that did not require a manned NPC to run it should be available in abandoned mode, but they haven't gotten that far yet. But they did add the Exosuit upgrade, so now you could, have an easier way to upgrade your Exosuit. I'm actually going to drop that guy. Oh, they want money for that one, but they don't want money for this one. Okay, well, I'm going to take the free one then. Drop it way down there. Perfect. But they did add the Exosuit upgrade. They also added the multi-tool upgrade station. So if you acquire a multi-tool upgrade item, you can upgrade your multi-tool expansion slot. Of course, you can purchase slots and then you can upgrade the class. So at least that way we do have some items, some amenities available to us now in abandoned mode. Ooh, salvage data. Thank you. Let's see what we get in these little chests. There we go. Multi-tool expansion slot. I don't want to use it on this multi-tool, though, if I don't have to. Oh, I got 2 of them. Hot damn. So you definitely want to check these little boxes in the station. The terminus does not have anything that we can jump to because we haven't been to another system. We don't have any bases. That's going to be next, is we're going to need to build a base. Now, let me go to the other side. See about selling a few things, making a couple of units or something, see if they've got anything useful for me to buy. Specifically, either life support gels or the jellies. Sometimes you can buy the jellies. Let's see, is there anything in here? There's nothing in here to, like, pick up. Oh, encrypted data. You can pick up that. Are there 2 of them? There are 2 of them right there. Good job. Alrighty. Now, what do we get to sell? What do they have to buy? Plate, microprocessors, pyrite. Ooh, excuse me, pyrite. That would be good for, instead of the tritium, it'd actually be more economical. And they have tritium. Okay, but they don't have any jellies. No worries. Alrighty, so we could sell none of those. So let's switch to the ship. We're going to sell the iridesite for 154,000. I'm going to go ahead and sell the salvage data right now because I can go to a planet and collect more. And then I'm going to sell these 3 little vortex cubes there. So what do we got? 600,000 units. And then back to the buy. I think I want to buy the pyrite for sure. And then I'm going to also buy the tritium as well. Don't need silver, don't need pugnium. Don't really need any of that stuff right now. Alrighty, folks, there we go. I think that's going to be our first episode of All Alone, the Abandoned Mode series. Again, check the description for all of the rules and objectives of this particular series. I hope that you follow along with me, maybe even join along. Again, there is a link to my Discord in the description below as well. You can join my Discord. There's a No Man's Sky channel in my Discord to where you can share your adventures, whether you're in playing abandoned mode, normal, permadeath, it doesn't matter. But I would love for you folks to share in the Discord your adventures, especially if you're following along with this series. I appreciate everybody joining me today. Make sure you go and check out some of my other videos and guides on the channel. And we will see you folks in the next one. You take care and happy hunting.